Hello, my name is Modrim. Asterigos, the curse of the stars, is upon us, and I'm here to bring you a few tips and tricks to make your journey more enjoyable. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1. Asterigos features some hefty lag-breaking fall damage. Some other games let you slide down ladders, but I haven't found a way to do this in this one. You can however jump down, which will result in some real pain or death. Tip number 2. Attacking with one weapon can be comboed into a powerful move with the other weapon. The game features 6 of them: the staff, gauntlet, dagger, sword and board, spear and hammer. Tip number 3. You can change your weapon element in this game. This is not only useful for killing enemies, but also for solving puzzles. When you encounter something strange, just throw some stuff at it. Magic flames can be put out with the ice element, and fire flowers can be burned for some reason. Tip number 4. Picking up and finding items is never wasted. All excess supply will be transferred to your storage at the shelter and can be picked up later. The NPC for this is near the war table. Also make sure to top out your health flask whenever you can to not run out. Tip number 5. Some NPCs sell you consumables and materials in separate tabs. Materials are usually limited, so make sure to buy them whenever you can. Also check back after completing main quests and some side quests for them. The shop's supply expands regularly with new items to buy. Tip number 6. Speaking of materials, be careful with your upgrades. Focus on 2 main weapons, conduits and trinkets. All of them need the same stuff, and resources are scarce. Tip number 7. You can respec your talents and attributes in Asterigos by consuming a respec flask. Those can be obtained by buying them in shops, quests or chests, but beware, they are quite rare and limited. Tip number 8. These cat-like creatures drop attribute flasks that permanently increase your attribute count by 1 when used. You will hear a distinct sound when near them, so keep an eye out for them. But bonus attribute points are not the only thing you can get. Talent point flasks are also on the menu and can be obtained from bosses and chests. Tip number 9. Each enemy has an elemental weakness to them. Make sure to test all available elements first and choose the best accordingly. This will make progressing through zones much easier, because zones are usually themed around that weakness or strength. Tip number 10. Activating conduits will not respawn mobs. You have to rest at them to do so. Also, most monsters tied to quest events will not respawn. Tip number 11. Do not teleport away after finishing a main mission. The game will give you an option to do so or explore. There is usually a bunch of stuff to explore and a conduit nearby. You want to activate them whenever you can to unlock a teleport point later in the story. This saves a lot of time. Tip number 12. You can look up collectible notes, echoes and items for each zone in the archive. Missing one are listed as question marks. Finding them can unlock new dialogue options and side quests for certain NPCs. Those usually reward you with trinkets, materials and other goodies. Tip number 13. Is the game too easy for you? No problem. You can find 2 trinkets that block XP and decrease your resistances in the shelter waterways hidden in a small chest. Tip number 14. Mimics are in the game, but how do you spot them? You can aim at chests with throwables or your staff. A red colored crosshair usually means it's a mimic. Tip number 15. Besting Bion in all 3 sparring contest mini-quests will eventually unlock his boss fight. He's a really tough but very satisfying encounter. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like the content, make sure to leave a like, sub and comment for more previews, reviews and guides. See you next time and bye!